In this video, you will learn why is GMEN a traitor? There be a fight between GMEN and Astro Toilet. There will be a fight. Who can win? What don't ordinary toilets know about? How long will the second part last? This and much more in this video, so be sure to watch until the end so you don't miss the interesting moments, and also make tea and take cookies. Well, and about the like, don't forget, well, if you're ready, then we're off. Hey everybody, with you the first Skibidi Toilet named Razmik. From the moment when the first part of the 70-second series was released, it's been a week, and the news about the second part is not noticed anywhere. But still, I was able to collect for you information about the second part. And this video will be very interesting as you will learn all the details about the future episode. And not only, and as you have already realized in this video, we are going to talk about the second part of the 70-second episode. But before we start discussing the second part of this series, I advise you to watch my analysis of the first part. I'm sure after that you will know more details. Well, who has already watched it? We will start discussing the second part. As we remember, the first part of the 70-second series ended with the phrase Astro Toilet, where he accused GMEN of betrayal, and he reminded him how they deal with traitors. You need to understand why the Astro Tuplet thinks GMEN is a traitor. If you've seen my short-form video, you partially know what it's about. But in this video, I'll go into more detail about this situation. I think it's no secret that the Astro Toilet secretly cooperated with Skibidi Scientist. It's a fact, since in the second part of the 70th episode, we noticed a pact between the Astro Toilets and Skibidi Scientist. You may ask, what does this have to do with GMEN, and what is GMEN's betrayal? I'll tell you. In fact, GMEN did not appear on the battlefield for a long time, and instead of him always appeared his fake version, but it lasted until one series, namely the third part of the 67th series. Because it was in this series that we saw the real GMEN. And why do I think it was real? Because the original GMEN was always afraid for his life. And in episode 67, we saw that too. And now we finally get to GMEN's betrayal. As we remember in this episode, GMEN left Skibidi the Scientist alone with the TV man Titan. The Scientist certainly didn't expect such an act from his right-hand man. After all, throughout the series, the Scientist has been supporting GMEN, as well as protecting him from the Astro Tuplets. And by the way, about this moment, it turns out that Astro Tuplet's already 60 series saw in GMEN traitorous traits, but the Scientist certainly did not believe it, so he actually protected him, but he was wrong. After all, as soon as in 67 series appeared TV man Titan, GMEN immediately left the battlefield. In fact, GMEN did so because he knew he couldn't stand up to TV man Titan. Proof of this is the 47th episode, and in addition, in the 67th episode, there were all Titans in the assembly. Speaking of this situation, Dafuk was recently asked a question, and the question was this: did G know that the Scientist would be killed, and did he have a plan? Let's hear the answer from Dafuk, the author of the Skibidi Toilet series. And this is what Dafuk answered.
He always has a plan. It turns out that he's not as lame as we think he is, and is always planning something. And also, if you think about all of his battles, he's always managed to get away from dangerous fights. And can you say that's a stupid decision? Actually, toilets are dumb because they die all the time. And G-Toilet is the chief among toilets, and also very smart, but not always everything goes according to his plan.
Very interesting. You have to admit the answer is ambiguous. This answer says that G-Toilet is always planning something. That is, he carefully considers everything as all his actions have consequences. He also recalled GMEN's battles, and that he's always gotten out of dangerous fights. Do you think that could be a hint for episode 72? I think so, because it's too soon to remove a character like G-Toilet from the show. By the way, I have an idea. If you want to see a comparison of the G-Toilet and the Astro Tool, let me know with your likes. If we get 40 likes, then the next day this video will be on the channel. So that's what we're talking about. Yes, about Dafuk's response. Dafuk also emphasized that all the toilets except GMEN are stupid, and the main one among them is GMEN. It sounds funny, but it's true. And at the end of the post, Dafuk reminds us that yes, no doubt GMEN has a plan, but things don't always go according to his plan. GMEN, after his retreat in episode 67, has undoubtedly become a traitor, at least to the Astro Toilets. Let me try to explain why the regular toilets still obey GMEN. The thing is, only 3 toilets knew about the Astro Toilets and the Scientist's pact. And that's this Astro Toilet, Skibidi Scientist Well, and as for me, GMEN, since he is the Scientist's right hand respectively. About all his plans, the Scientist first of all told GMEN. And why am I telling you all this? The regular toilets don't know about the treaty, nor do they know anything about GMEN's betrayal. GMEN simply informed them of the scientist's death and said they obeyed him. So the toilets took full control of the GMEN. So he takes advantage of the death of his boss to take over, and taking the container that contains the scientist's latest work in progress, goes into hiding. Of course, the Astro Toilets can't let this go and will try to destroy the GMEN. But will they be able to do it? That question remains unanswered, but you can write your thoughts in the comments about it. Well, now let's talk about why the battle may not happen. Let's start with the G-Toilet. I think it's too early for GMEN to leave the Skibidi Toilet series, so I can definitely say that nothing critical will happen to him in the second part of the 72nd series. If the battle takes place, GMEN will be wounded at most, but not destroyed, unless of course it's a real GMEN and not a fake. What about the Astro Tuplets? I don't think the Astro will do anything either, because he's too strong for GMEN. With his fast-moving ability alone, he can do a lot of damage in a few seconds, and we've seen Astro Toilets fight before. Remember in episode 53 when Cameraman Titan tried to destroy the Astro Toilet? As we remember, he failed. Well, if this battle will take place, the Astro will win. If you do not agree with me, you can write your opinion in the comments. I will read them all, and you will see the video about the comparison of GMEN and Astro Toilet on the top right corner, if it is ready, of course. And anyone who watched the analysis of the first part of the 72nd episode knows that I had another theory about the second part. For some reason, I think the Titans are gonna be in it. Yes, I know that before Fook said that they will appear only in 73 series, well, as we know, the author Skibidi Toilet can always change plans, as it was with the parts of the 72nd series, because as we know, the 72nd series was supposed to consist of only one part. Well, as we can see, Fook changed his decision and divided the 72nd series into 2 parts. And yes, about the duration of the second part. The future series will last up to 2 minutes, as Fook himself said that in general, 72 series will consist of up to 4 minutes. And who didn't know, after the second part, there will be a 73rd series, not the third part. And this is the end of my theories about the second part of 72 series. I will wait for your theories in the comments. Well, better, I will publish on the channel. Well, you've been on the Razmeek channel, and with you was the very first toilet. Don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss new videos, and we'll see you in other videos. Good luck, everybody. Bye-bye. And if you've watched this video to the end, I suggest you play a game. Write in the comments that Bananmen is the strongest race in Skibidi Toilet. The point is that those who have not watched the video to the end will not understand what it is about. And so we will prank them. Hey, well, at the end of the video you can watch my other videos. Now it's definitely bye-bye, everyone.